Let's see if you have 4 of the many traits to become a great player. Now, the first one is you understand intention. Intention is what gets you in the right headspace. This is what determines whether or not you're willing to give it your all. Let's take the mat ball slam as an example. Player A is doing it at 100% intensity. She's giving all her effort, she's trying to push her limits and slam the ball as hard as she can on every rep. Player B, on the other hand, is just going through the motions. She's chatting while she's performing her drills, she's not really paying attention to it, and she's giving enough effort to look like she's giving an effort. At the end of the day, who do you think makes more progress? Well, it's no brainer that it's player A because she's definitely getting more out of the exercise. And the only thing separating player A from player B is the intention in which the exercise is performed. If you're willing to push yourself there, you will beat 99% of the players out there. Most of the progress that you want to make and you haven't made is in the extra mile that you're not willing to go to. And to be fair, no one is willing to go there. And there are 2 reasons for that. Number 1, there's no coming back. It's like Hotel California. You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave. Ooh, ooh. Because once you go that extra mile and you know what you're capable of, there's no coming back. Anything less than that is you sabotaging yourself. You will become your own worst enemy, and if you truly want to improve, you won't be able to do that. You will hate yourself for it. Your brain will guilt trip you the same way your mom does when you don't want to do what she tells you to, and she says, "But I carried you for 9 months." And number 2, it just sucks to go the extra mile. That is where you feel like throwing up. That is where you feel like you're not good enough and you haven't mastered your drills yet, even though you've been doing them for years. But if you use this method, over the years, the difference will be massive. You will leave everyone else so far behind, they won't even be able to see your shadow. And in order to get into the right intention, you need to get into the right arousal levels. And there are 3 that you need to know of, which is green, yellow, and red. Yellow is when you're not aroused enough. This is during your morning training when you're not yet awake and then you're questioning every life decision that caused you to be there at 7 a.m. Red is when you're too aroused. This is before a game or a trial and it's a very familiar feeling for most athletes. It's where your heart is pumping, adrenaline is rushing, you feel like puking, all the things that you don't want before a game. And green is the sweet spot. This is where you give great amounts of effort and you get maximum results in return. So in order to get into the right intention, you need to gauge at which arousal levels you are at. If you're in yellow, raise them up. If you're in red, try your best to bring them down. And if you want to go in depth on how to do this, check out this video right here after you finish watching this. Number 2, you have a clear definition of what good looks like. If your plan of action is to operate based on good vibes, you don't have a plan, you're just winging it. You don't know how to get to your goals because you don't know what good looks like. If you're presented with 2 roads and you don't know where you want to go, it doesn't matter which one you take. So you need to know exactly which road will take you to the good that you want to be like. Is playing on the national team considered good to you? Is playing in the first division in your country considered good to you? Is playing in second division of Europe considered good to you? How many goals do you have to score in a season for you to be able to say that that was a good season? How many chances do you have to create in a match for you to be able to say that you had a good performance? If you say that you want to be like your favorite player, that's the end goal. That's not the next step. Who you compare yourself to is very, very important because if you're constantly comparing yourself to the end goal, you will always feel like you're lacking. The gap is too huge and you will just lose trust in yourself as a player because you will feel like you don't have what it takes. You'll be in a constant state of stress. But if you compare correctly, then you'll be able to make the next steps very clear. Then you will see progress happening and you will get there a lot quicker than you think you can. So find a player on your team that is a step or 2 steps ahead of you. Maybe their passing range is better than yours. Maybe their shot accuracy is better than you. Pick one trait and try to improve on that. Give yourself a time frame. If you think it would take 6 months to become like them, give yourself 3 months. Always try to push the limits. You might not get there to the level that they are, but you will get pretty damn close. And that is a lot closer to your goals than where you are right now. Because you know what they say, shoot for the moon. Even if you fall, you'll land among the stars. Now the third one, you're constantly challenging yourself in training. There's a saying, if you like the drill, you should probably change it up. It's the drills that you don't want to do that you should be doing. But most of the time, you don't want to do that because it's not comfortable. It stretches you out of your comfort zone and it's where you will make mistakes. And no one wants to make mistakes because they feel horrible. You don't want to feel like a noob. But the fastest way to improve is to actually fail better. I actually heard someone say this online somewhere the other day. You accept failure in the gym because you know it's optimal for growth. So why do you fear it everywhere else? Think of making mistakes like trying to unlock new levels in a game. The only way to unlock a new level in a game is to upgrade your character. It's like going from a regular Spartan warrior to the ghost of Sparta. And if you know where that's from, we can be friends. And the only way to upgrade your character is to practice what you mess up until you get it right. When you're not making mistakes, you're just repeating the same thing over and over again at the same level over and over again. And that is not making you any better. You're just getting really good at doing the thing at one level, but you're not actually upgrading yourself. You are the reason your potential has been capped. Someone who is willing to look like a noob today will surpass you tomorrow. So be willing to do your drills so fast that you fall flat on your face. Sure, your ego might get injured, but hey, at least your game will improve. And then one day when you don't fall flat on your face anymore, you would have unlocked a new level. The fourth one is that you constantly seek feedback. Players that improve at a Lightning McQueen speed, they never shy away from constructive criticism. Instead, they run towards it like it owes them money. Give me my money. Seeking constructive criticism helps you see your weaknesses, and without actually looking at your weaknesses and addressing them, there is no real improvement that's going to happen. And the best way to get feedback is to get it from someone else, either asking your coach or your teammate, getting someone from the outside to look at your game. And if you have this, great, they'll be honest with you. They don't care whether or not you want to hear it. And the things that you don't want to hear are probably the exact same things that you should be hearing on how to improve your game. Because growth is as uncomfortable as having to wear skinny jeans and then sit cross-legged. But if you don't have anyone to give you feedback, you can also do it yourself. You just have to make sure that you do it in the right way. And the best way to do this is to record yourself. And no, you don't need a tripod for this. You don't need to buy anything. Just stick your phone in a shoe, it'll hold. The biggest mistake that most players make when they try to analyze their own game is that they try to do it in real time. And that does more harm than good. If your brain is the investigator and the suspect at the same time, you're sabotaging the case from both ends. So perform the drill as a player and then watch the recording as a coach. And be brutally honest with yourself. What is the thing that you're avoiding? What are you ashamed of when you're watching the clip? That is probably the thing that you should be doubling down on. Because if you're just watching it for the good vibes, you might as well watch UCL Today on CBS. Now, if you're ready to take your tactical IQ to the next level, be sure to check out the Tactical IQ Accelerator in the pinned comment down below. Thank you for watching. I hope you've gained something valuable from this video.